Step into the evolution of a coin. Discover how the 1964, 1994, and 1999 U.S. pennies transformed over decades, each version reflecting the pulse of its time. Ready to see history minted in copper? In the swirling mists of history, a simple coin from 1964 unexpectedly became the subject of whispered legends and fervent quests among collectors. The 1964 U.S. penny, struck during an era of post-war optimism and cautious innovation, emerged from the bustling mint with a quiet dignity that belied its humble origins. At a time when the nation was rebuilding and reinventing itself, the mint worked with clockwork precision. Yet, amidst the steady rhythm of stamping and striking, a single coin slipped through the cracks, a misprint that would ultimately captivate those who cherished the delicate interplay of chance and craftsmanship. Throughout its journey from the mint to everyday circulation, this penny carried with it the subtle imprint of an error. An unintentional misalignment, a barely perceptible distortion of the familiar Lincoln visage, marked its passage from mass production to rarity. The error was not immediately obvious. At first glance, the coin's slight deviation from perfection seemed almost like the natural wear of time. However, beneath this veneer of ordinary use lay a secret, a delicate aberration that hinted at a fascinating anomaly in an otherwise methodical process. This coin, forged in a period of national change and relentless forward momentum, became an emblem of the unpredictable nature of history itself. In a quiet town, away from the grand narratives of national events, a lifelong coin collector unearthed a mystery hidden in plain sight. While methodically sorting through a collection amassed over decades, the collector's eyes fell upon a 1964 penny that differed ever so subtly from its companions. The familiar image of President Lincoln appeared slightly off-center, the fine details of his features softened as if touched by an unseen hand. The collector's pulse quickened. Every scratch and groove on the coin now whispered of an unspoken story, an error that defied the uniformity expected from a process as rigorous as minting. In that moment, the coin transformed from a piece of currency into a portal to an untold chapter of history. The emotions stirred by the discovery were profound, a blend of excitement, curiosity, and a deep-seated reverence for the unpredictable quirks of fate. The collector recalled hushed conversations in coin clubs and the murmur of expert debates that hinted at the existence of such anomalies. Memories of poring over dusty archives and rare mint reports surged forth as they examined the coin with a magnifying glass, each inspection revealing new nuances. It was as though the coin itself was slowly divulging its secrets, inviting the collector to piece together the scattered clues that spanned decades of minting history and human endeavor. As the investigation deepened, so too did the coin's transformation in the eyes of the numismatic community. Initially regarded as a minor irregularity, the penny's value began to shift imperceptibly, its worth rising with each new discovery. Early assessments by seasoned experts pegged its value modestly, yet those who recognized the delicate error knew that this misprint was a harbinger of something far more significant. Over time, whispers of its rarity spread quietly through auction houses and private collections. Collectors began to see the error not merely as a flaw but as a distinctive signature, a token of a singular moment when production met serendipity. Market values, once stable and predictable, now oscillated as the coin's reputation grew. Subtle hints emerged, a rare reference in a specialized numismatic guide, an unusual surge in bidding at a regional auction, the excited murmur among veteran collectors who knew that behind every minting mistake lay an untold story of value redefined. The coin's misaligned image and softened detailing were gradually reinterpreted as evidence of an error that, while small in physical dimensions, was monumental in its rarity. This evolution in perception sparked a slow-burning excitement, as collectors around the country began to piece together the clues that elevated the penny from a simple piece of currency to a coveted relic of a bygone era. Yet, as the narrative unfurled, an unexpected twist emerged that challenged every conventional assumption. Hidden within the annals of mint records and buried in long-forgotten internal memos was a tantalizing suggestion: this error might not have been a mere accident. Instead, it hinted at a deliberate experiment, an attempt to test a new minting technique that, for reasons unknown, never advanced to full-scale production. The possibility that the misprint was the product of an intentional trial run injected the story with an element of deliberate innovation, turning what was once seen as a simple oversight into a bold experiment in design and technique. This revelation transformed the coin's narrative into one of unintentional brilliance. What had once been dismissed as a minor misalignment now stood as evidence of a pioneering moment within the mint, a rare glimpse into a process where innovation flirted with imperfection. As the collector delved into faded records and cryptic notes from mint officials, the coin's error took on a dual character. It was both a mistake and a window into a bold experiment that had dared to challenge the established norms of coin production. The coin, with its subtle imperfection, had inadvertently captured the spirit of an era when the boundaries of precision were being tested, and even a slight deviation could herald a new chapter in technological ambition. The interplay of historical context, personal discovery, and the evolution of the coin's value painted a picture of a relic that was as enigmatic as it was alluring. In the careful hands of the collector, the 1964 penny became more than a coin. It emerged as a living narrative, a tangible connection to a time when errors were not just flaws, but opportunities to glimpse the unexpected intersections of chance and innovation. Every new piece of evidence, every reference to an experimental technique, added layers of complexity and intrigue, deepening the mystery and heightening the suspense that had enveloped the coin. As the story continued to unfold, it became clear that the coin's legacy was destined to grow with every retelling. In quiet conversations over coffee, in the hushed corridors of auction houses, the tale of the misprinted 1964 U.S. penny circulated like a cherished secret, a reminder that even the most meticulously crafted processes are vulnerable to the beautiful imperfections of human endeavor. Each collector who encountered the coin found themselves drawn into a narrative that was as much about the evolution of value as it was about the serendipitous intersection of history and chance.
Every day, millions of coins pass through our hands, jingling in pockets, scattered in drawers, or lining the bottoms of purses. But what if one of those coins, a simple nickel minted in 1994, could be worth hundreds of thousands, or even millions, of dollars? It sounds far-fetched, but it's entirely possible. The world of coin collecting is full of surprises, and sometimes, the most ordinary-looking coins hold extraordinary value. Let's talk about the 1994 U.S. nickel. At first glance, it seems like any other nickel. It features Thomas Jefferson on the front, the iconic Monticello building on the back, and weighs in at 5 grams. But hidden within this seemingly ordinary coin lies a mystery, a treasure trove of rare errors and valuable anomalies waiting to be discovered. To understand why this nickel could be worth a fortune, it's important to know a little about how coins are made. The minting process is highly precise, but it's not perfect. Mistakes happen, and those mistakes, known as mint errors, are where the magic begins. These errors transform regular coins into collector's items, sometimes worth thousands of times their face value. So, what kind of errors should you look for in a 1994 nickel? One of the most common, and valuable, is the off-center strike. This occurs when the blank coin, or planchet, isn't properly aligned with the dies that stamp the design. Instead of a clean, centered image, you get a coin where part of the design is missing, creating a unique look. The more off-center the strike, the more valuable the coin becomes. Then there's the double die error, where parts of the coin's design appear doubled. This can happen on the obverse, featuring Jefferson's profile, or the reverse, showing Monticello. These doubling effects are often subtle, like an extra ridge on a letter or a faint shadow of Jefferson's eye. But for collectors, these tiny imperfections can mean big money. Another fascinating error is the wrong planchet error. This happens when a coin is struck on a blank meant for another denomination or even another country's coin. Imagine finding a 1994 nickel that's the size and composition of a penny or a dime. Such errors are incredibly rare, and when they do appear, collectors are willing to pay top dollar to add them to their collections. Let's not forget die cracks and cuds. tiny imperfections caused by damage to the stamping dies themselves. These errors might look like a jagged line running across the coin or a raised blob of metal along the edge. While less dramatic than off-center strikes or doubling, these errors are still highly sought after. Now, you might be wondering, how can you tell if your 1994 nickel is special? The first step is to examine it closely. Use a magnifying glass or a digital microscope to look for any irregularities. Pay attention to the edges, lettering, and fine details of Jefferson's portrait and Monticello. Even a small imperfection can significantly increase a coin's value. One collector, for example, stumbled upon a double die reverse on a 1994 nickel while sorting through a jar of loose change. At first, it looked like any other nickel, but upon closer inspection, they noticed subtle doubling in the word Monticello. That tiny detail turned a 5-cent piece into a coin worth several $100s. Another collector found an off-center 1994 nickel at a flea market. It had been sitting in a box of old coins, overlooked by countless people. When they had it appraised, the coin was valued at over $1,000, an incredible return for a casual find. Stories like these show that valuable coins can turn up anywhere. They could be hiding in your change jar, a box of old family keepsakes, or even a handful of coins from your local convenience store. But it's not just individual finds that make the 1994 nickel fascinating. The year itself holds significance for collectors. By 1994, the U.S. Mint had adopted advanced technology to improve the accuracy of its coin production, making errors less common. That rarity makes any mistakes from this year even more valuable. And then there are the true showstoppers, the coins with errors so rare and dramatic that they make headlines. One of the most famous examples is a 1994 nickel struck on a foreign planchet. Instead of the standard copper-nickel composition, this coin was struck on a planchet intended for a coin from another country. When it went to auction, it sold for tens of thousands of dollars. Even more extraordinary are coins with unique, one-of-a-kind errors. Imagine a 1994 nickel where Jefferson's profile is almost unrecognizable due to a severe die error, or a coin with both an off-center strike and doubling on the reverse. These coins are the holy grail for collectors, and their value can skyrocket into 6 or even 7 figures. So, how can you ensure you don't miss out on a potential treasure? First, educate yourself. Learn about the different types of errors and what they look like. Online resources, books, and coin collecting forums are great places to start. Second, invest in the right tools. A good magnifying glass, a pair of coin gloves, and a storage solution to keep your finds safe are essential. Handling your coins properly is crucial because even a tiny scratch can decrease their value. Third, consider having your coins professionally graded and certified. Services like the Professional Coin Grading Service, PCGS, or the Numismatic Guarantee Company, NGC, can authenticate your coin and assign it a grade based on its condition and rarity. A certified coin is more appealing to buyers and can fetch a higher price at auction. And speaking of auctions, knowing where to sell your coins is just as important as knowing how to find them. Online platforms like eBay can connect you with buyers, but local coin shops and specialty auctions are also excellent options. Just make sure to do your research and get multiple appraisals to ensure you're getting the best value for your treasure. As you delve deeper into the world of coin collecting, you'll discover that it's about more than just money. It's a journey of discovery, a chance to uncover hidden history and connect with a community of like-minded enthusiasts. Whether you're a seasoned collector or a curious beginner, the thrill of finding a rare coin is an experience like no other. And remember, the next time you're sifting through a handful of change, don't overlook the nickels. Among them could be a 1994 gem waiting to change your life. Every coin tells a story, and with a little curiosity and attention to detail, you might just find a story worth far more than 5 cents. Keep your eyes sharp, your tools ready, and your passion for discovery alive. Who knows? The treasure you seek could be hiding in plain sight, right in your pocket. The 1999 US penny may look like any other coin, but hidden within its ranks are some incredible secrets that could turn your pocket change into a small fortune. Yes, this humble 1-cent piece has captivated collectors, enthusiasts, and even casual observers for years, thanks to its rare errors and unique minting characteristics. In this video, we'll dive deep into the fascinating world of the 1999 penny, uncovering the rare and valuable errors that could make it worth hundreds of thousands or even millions of dollars. Every coin has a story to tell, and the 1999 penny is no exception. To understand its value, let's first examine the basics of this coin. The 1999 Lincoln penny features the iconic portrait of Abraham Lincoln on the obverse, designed by Victor David Brenner, a design that's been in use since 1909. On the reverse, you'll find the Lincoln Memorial, a design by Frank Gasparo. At first glance, it's just another penny, copper-plated zinc, weighing about 2.5 grams, and with a diameter of 19 millimeters. But what sets the 1999 penny apart is what you can't see immediately: the errors and variations that emerge during the minting process. Coin errors are the heart and soul of what makes any coin truly valuable. These are unintentional mistakes that occur during the production process, and they can significantly enhance a coin's desirability. For the 1999 penny, several error types are worth noting, each of which could transform a common coin into an extraordinary one. One of the most famous error types is the doubled die. This happens when a die, the tool used to strike the coin's design, is misaligned or strikes the coin multiple times, resulting in a doubled image. For the 1999 penny, collectors have reported doubled die errors where the doubling is visible on the date, the word liberty, or the motto, "In God We Trust." These coins are rare and highly sought after because the doubling is unmistakable under magnification. Imagine finding one of these in your change; it could be worth thousands of dollars. Another fascinating error to watch for is the off-center strike. When a coin is struck off-center, it results in part of the design being cut off, leaving a blank area on the coin. These errors occur when the coin blank, or planchet, isn't properly positioned during the minting process. Off-center strikes on 1999 pennies can vary in degree, and the more dramatic the error, the higher the value. Collectors love these unique, one-of-a-kind pieces, and depending on the severity, an off-center 1999 penny could fetch anywhere from $50 to several $100s. But the real superstar of the 1999 penny is the wide AM error. To understand this, we need to look at the reverse side of the coin, specifically at the word America. On most 1999 pennies, the letters A and M in America are spaced closely together. However, on the rare wide AM variety, these letters are noticeably farther apart. This error occurred when a reverse die intended for proof coins, which are struck with extra care for collectors, was mistakenly used to produce regular circulation pennies. The result? A small but critical difference that's worth big money. Wide AM pennies from 1999 have sold for hundreds, even thousands, of dollars at auction depending on their condition and certification. Identifying these errors at home is easier than you might think. All you need are a few basic tools: a magnifying glass or jeweler's loupe, a digital scale, and a good reference guide. Start by examining the date, lettering, and other key details under magnification. Look for doubling on the obverse, check for spacing on the America lettering, and inspect the overall strike quality. Pay attention to the edges of the coin; off-center strikes are immediately noticeable. And if you're unsure, don't hesitate to consult online resources or seek advice from experienced collectors. One of the most important aspects of coin collecting is understanding how coins are graded and valued. Professional grading services like PCGS and NGC assign grades based on a coin's condition, with higher grades commanding higher prices. For example, a 1999 wide AM penny in pristine condition, graded MS65 or higher, can sell for significantly more than one in average circulated condition. It's worth noting that even minor scratches or wear can affect a coin's grade and value, so handle your coins carefully and avoid cleaning them, as this can reduce their worth. Collector stories add a layer of excitement to the hunt for rare coins. One collector, for instance, stumbled upon a 1999 wide AM penny in a roll of coins from the bank. Initially dismissed as ordinary, the penny turned out to be a rare gem worth over $1,000. Another story involves a young numismatist who found a stunning doubled die 1999 penny at a garage sale, proving that treasures can be discovered in the most unexpected places. These anecdotes remind us that valuable coins are out there, waiting to be found. If you're serious about finding rare 1999 pennies, consider building a basic coin collecting toolkit. In addition to magnifiers and scales,
Invest in protective holders or albums to store your finds safely. Search through bankrolls, pocket change, and even flea markets or estate sales. Joining online forums and local coin clubs can also connect you with other enthusiasts who share tips and insights. The more you learn and engage with the community, the better your chances of uncovering something truly special. As we've explored, the 1999 penny holds immense potential for collectors and enthusiasts alike. Its rare errors, such as the wide AM, double die, and off-center strikes, make it a standout in the world of numismatics. The suspense of uncovering a valuable coin in your everyday change is a thrill like no other, and the stories of collectors who've struck gold serve as inspiration for all of us. So, grab your magnifying glass, start checking your pennies, and who knows, you might just discover a hidden treasure worth a fortune.